This last weekend, driving in the Los Padres National Forest, we turned the corner and saw a rattlesnake laying in the road. We decided to investigate it.
Oh, fuck. No, it is dead. It is dead.
Maybe it's sleeping.
No, it's fucking dead. Look, its face is busted
okay.
up. Oh my god. It might still be.
The snake was in fact fucking dead, and soon I mustered the courage to approach it.
Oh, fuck. It moved. No. No. My god, this is like the scariest thing. Like, clearly it's dead. Its brains are coming out of its head.
Do you feel the heartbeat? I don't want you to make any jokes of it.
It's kind of scary. So I'm gonna smell this, and if the meat's good, then we'll cook it tonight. But I'm gonna chop this thing's fucking head off because I can't afford for this to be alive.
So we brought it to the car where we chopped its fucking head off.
And put it in a bag. She's not happy about having the rattlesnake in the car. I'm gonna put it in the cooler on ice where it can stay cold until we cook it. We'll see how it goes. All right, so we're taking the skin off of this rattlesnake. So I cut through the skin just along the belly. So now we're just peeling it back. But this is just like biology class at school, you know? It's just like doing a dissection, except it's not preserved in formaldehyde. Oh, I think that was its shit. So we can look in here. Got all these organs. I guess we can just pull them out.
There's not like a lot to eat left after you're pulling everything out.
All right, just the muscles. Now you want to make sure you have some soap on hand because you're going to need to wash your hands after this. Okay, so I got the rattle.
Right. Do you want to keep the rattle?
Why, you want it?
Yeah.
So we've made it home. I just washed the snake off a little bit more in the sink. There was some like gooey stuff in it, so I just reached in there and pulled it all out. I patted it down to dry and it smells fine. And so I've preheated the oven to 400 and we're gonna put some lemon on it and season it up, and it's going to go in the oven. Okay. Voila. A little crispy on the thin parts. Now is the moment of truth. Chewy. But tasty. I did that lemon right. Highly recommend it. So these guys were afraid that maybe when the snake got its head run over, the venom popped and went into its entire body. So I told them that if I drop dead, to take me to the hospital as soon as possible. I want to use as many parts of this animal as I can. So in addition to the meat, I want to see if I can keep the skin and tan it and make it like kind of pliable and soft. I did some research and it said to lightly roll up the skin and put it in a jar with equal parts glycerin and alcohol, and to leave it in there for 24 hours. So that's what I'm doing now, and we'll see how it turns out. All right, so this snake skin has been in here for a couple of days. It's more firm than it was when I first put it in, so I think it's absorbed some of the glycerin. But it's time to take it out. Now I'm going to try and preserve as much of the solution as possible because it might need to soak for longer. Let's take a look and see what the skin is like. Ew, that is so weird. See that? Now my hands are all disgusting. So the instructions that I read said to unroll it and to scrape all of the meat off. We'll unroll it now. And then to put pure glycerin over the whole thing. Feels kind of rubbery. There's still some meat on there. There's some places where it was bleeding when I found it. I guess now I will hang it and let it kind of dry off a bit. Scrape the meat off and then put more glycerin on. Now this part's kind of tough. It'll probably take you an hour or two to scrape everything off. Don't be too rough with the skin. You don't want to push so hard that you break it, but don't be too gentle too, because you need a little bit of pressure to get that fat off. So I've scraped off the meat here. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting glycerin and putting it on the skin. This is pretty much the finished product. I'm quite pleased with it. This is the first like animal processing that I've ever done. If you look on the scale side, on the outside of the body, every individual scale has this like coating. I don't know if you can see it. This thing right here, it looks like plastic, but it's not plastic, on top of the scales, and so those pull off. Now I wasn't like 100% complete in removing all the fat from the inside, so there's just a couple of spots. You can see like some of that white right there, and right there is where some of the fat was left on. And they say the fat is the part that rots and will smell bad. The skin is tough, so don't worry too much about damaging it. You can kind of push pretty hard with a razor blade or a dull knife, and that membrane and that fat will just come off. This is the finished product. It's a badass rattlesnake skin. So thank you guys for coming along with the journey. If you like videos like this, then I encourage you to subscribe to my channel right here. And if you guys liked the video, hit that like button right there, show me some love, and comment if you felt a certain way about this. Be sure to take care of yourselves, take care of your families, take care of your communities, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will look forward to seeing you guys on the next Brought 'em On video. This is Brought 'em On. I'm out.